What's up, guys? It's Kane here, Trifecta Outdoors. Today we have a little bit something different. So I'm up in Erie for the week. It's my first week of college winter break, and you can probably tell by the attire I'm wearing and what's back behind me, but I'm sitting out on a duck blind right now on Presque Isle Bay, which they do a drawing here for people who don't know. They do a drawing. I think there's 72 blind locations this year, but if the owner doesn't hunt it, you can go in and hunt it. They have cards on the inside of the blind here that you can get the numbers of the owner. So if you want to travel to hunt, you could come up and check the blinds you want to hunt and get their numbers and contact the owners before you come up, so you're not wasting your time. Because if the owner shows up when you're here, you have to leave if they tell you to leave. But anyways, I set out like 20, I had like 26 decoys out, I think, maybe a little bit less than that, right around 2 dozen. I pulled a few of them out, and I just shot my first bird. It's not necessarily a good duck, but I've seen probably 200 birds just flying over my head. So, and they haven't checked the decoys out. This one came swimming into the decoys, so I took my chance. It's a merganser, so they're kind of considered disgusting among dunk hunters, but I've never killed one, so we got ourselves our first ever merganser. I'm going to lift it up here for the camera, but from what I'm seeing, it's a red-breasted merganser, but I'm not certain. It's either a common or a red-breasted merganser, but I'll give you a little bit of a view of the decoy, or the blind, the decoy spread, and then show you this card that's on the inside of this blind and what's the information here. So here's the information for the blind I'm sitting in. I'm in blind 54 right now. It gives you the owner's name, their address, their phone number, their license CID number, and then the co-owner, their number, and the CID license again. And then they also have a code of conduct, which is basically just rules for good sportsmanship while on the duck blind and obvious hunting, like things that you should do while you're hunting out here. So firearm handling, obey laws, don't sky bust, respect the property because these blinds are technically private property, respect your environment, don't shoot birds you can't retrieve, and don't block boat ramps just because other people need to use them. So that's what's going on in the blind here. We have a little ledge that I have my binoculars and empty shells on, the bench, which I kind of have my stuff spewed on just because I'm by myself. And then mesh on the outside, mesh on the inside, which is what I showed first, mesh on the outside then. But I'll give you a little bit of a look at the spread and what's going on outside. So I have the spread out in front of me. Most of my decoys are mallards, so those are all mallards, and then a mallard mojo. And then we have 6 green-winged teal decoys, just because that's what I have. When I got here, there was a bluebill decoy washed up on the shore. It doesn't have a weight on its rig anymore, so it's broke, but I'm gonna get that fixed up. So I got a free decoy out of it. But we got a tree going over here and a tree down over here, which is the merganser swam out of the tree and swam over to the decoys and met his doom. But we have a little while left to hunt, so hopefully some other ducks come through, maybe some actual quote-unquote good ducks will come through. But if not, I'm here for a week, and I'm sure I'll be out several more times before the week's over. Hey guys, Kane here with Trifecta Outdoors. We're out on Presque Isle Bay. Duck hunting again. It's December 11th. I see a big raft of birds a ways out. Lots of mergansers flying around, and there's a couple ducks and coots swimming around fairly close, but nothing close enough I can bust them up into the sky and shoot yet. still cool just to even be out here. You can see the bayfront from where I'm sitting. And the lights and everything. It's just a cool hunt. Way different than what I'm used to. So we're gonna stay at it and see if we can't get a few ducks here today. I'll keep you posted. So here's the spread for today. Set up a bigger clump of birds and then a line going out. That is the guy's decoy spread, and his boat blind is right there where the big mound is. I'd show you the actual raft of birds, but they're way too far out. But there's definitely ducks swimming around on these cattails, so we'll see what happens if they get up and start flying. Maybe something will happen for us, but only time will tell. There's a river otter swimming out across the bay. There's a flock of 8 swans out across the bay too. And that otter just came up onto the beach like 40 yards from me. And I think there was a duck sitting on the bank. I think it might have just got that duck, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching for it though.